You're scrolling online and you come across it. An adult child explains a painful decision. A parent responds, confused and heartbroken. Then strangers begin replying, one after another. Now I understand why your child stepped away. And the parent asks the only question that makes sense to them. How could you possibly know that? How can something feel so obvious from the outside and so impossible to see from within? If that disconnect has ever made you pause, this is for you. This isn't about blame, and it isn't about choosing sides. By the end of this, you may recognize a pattern, a very human one, a pattern where the need to be understood quietly turns into a way of making someone else feel unseen. Let's slow down for a moment. The pain in these situations is real, and it moves in more than one direction. For a parent, this kind of loss can feel overwhelming, disorienting, even unreal. When we feel accused or misunderstood, something tightens inside us. A reflex to defend, to explain, to have our intentions recognized. That reflex isn't wrong. It's protection, not a flaw, but a shelter we build when something precious feels under threat. The first pattern appears in how pain uses language. When hurt becomes intense, the mind looks for certainty. Something solid, something final. It reaches for defining words. Ungrateful, selfish, toxic. These words don't describe a moment. They describe a person completely. They act like a full stop at the end of a long sentence, as if to say, this is all you are. There's a difference between what you did hurt me and you are a hurtful person. One leaves space for change. The other closes the door entirely. And once someone is defined, curiosity usually ends. The second pattern lives in the stories we tell about why. When a core relationship breaks, the mind needs an explanation. Something that makes the pain make sense. Often, that story sounds like this. They didn't really choose this. Someone influenced them. They were pulled away. A partner, a therapist, the internet. This story does something important. It protects the memory of the good relationship, but it also does something quieter. It removes the other person's agency, their choice, their voice. The story gently insists, it's not that they wanted distance from me. Someone else caused this. And in that moment, understanding is replaced by rescue. The final pattern lives in modern psychological language. Words meant to bring clarity can sometimes end a conversation instantly. Terms like gaslighting, trauma, and boundaries are real and meaningful. But outside of care, they can become labels. Compare these two moments. I'm confused because your memory feels different from mine. Versus, you're gaslighting me. I need time to calm down. Versus, you're violating my boundaries. One opens dialogue. The other delivers a verdict. The language meant to build bridges quietly becomes a courtroom. So let's gently reframe what's happening. This isn't about who's right. It's about what happens when pain speaks to pain. When the need to be seen becomes louder than the ability to see. Outsiders aren't witnessing a private history. They're noticing a public pattern, where definition replaces curiosity, where explanation replaces listening, where certainty takes the place of wondering. If this pattern echoes anywhere in your life, here's one quiet question to hold. The next time you feel that urge to explain, to correct, to define. Pause and ask just once, am I trying to be understood? Or am I trying to understand? You don't have to answer it. Just notice the space it creates. That space is often where something new can begin. If these gentle observations feel meaningful to you, you may find a home here. You're welcome to subscribe. And for now, thank you for listening.